Hello students, welcome to the lab video series. In this video, I'm going to explain 1B lab program. That is, write a program to implement a stack using array. In that, we need to perform three operations. First one is push, second one is pop, third one is display. The first statement in Java is the package definition. Begin with a keyword package followed by project name. Next, import statement. In this program, we are using input statements. In order to use input statements, we need to use the scanner class. To use a scanner class, we need to import the scanner class by using a statement import java.utility.scanner. Next, we need to create a stack class by using keyword class that is followed by a stack followed by opening flower bracket. Then close the flower bracket that represents end of the stack class. Inside this, we need to initialize members of a stack class and the methods of a stack class. First, we'll see how to initialize the members of a stack class. The first member of a stack class is top. Here, initialize a top to -1 with a data type int and access specify public so that we can access top variable anywhere in the program. Next member is item that represents item for a stack. Here also initialize item with data type int and access specify public. Next member is max. Initialize a max equal to 5. That indicates a maximum number of items we can place in stack. Next, create an array to store a stack items. Here, initialize array A with data type int and access specify public, so that we can access array A anywhere in the program. To create array in Java, you need to use a new keyword here, a square bracket that represents a one-dimensional array that is followed by equal sign, then a new that is followed by int and a square bracket. Inside square bracket, we need to specify the number of elements or what array size. Then next, initialize a scanner statement for reading information from user. Here, use a scanner that is followed by scanner object equal to new scanner. A scanner is what? The class name. Inside brackets, we need to specify a system call system.in. Next, we need to create methods inside the stack class. First, we'll see how to create a first method that is a push method. Here, create a push method using data type void. Here, push not returning anything. So therefore, we are using void. And we declared a push method as a public so that we can access anywhere in the program. Next, closing flower bracket. That indicates the end of the push method. Inside push, we need to check top of the stack first. So if a top is less than max minus 1, if this condition is true, that indicates stack is not full. So that in that case, we can insert value to stack. So inside a if statement, we need to write a code to insert item to stack. First, here print enter element to be inserted. Then next, use a scanner object, read integer value by using scanner method next int, and store that value in item. So after that we need to insert item to stack. Here stack is represented by array. So first insert item to array using a of top. After insertion, we need to increment top. So therefore here, first we need to increment top. For that here we are using pre-increment plus top. After incrementing top of the stack, then we need to insert item to top of the stack. So therefore the statement is a of plus top equal to item. Then next close the if statement. After that we need to specify else part. So if this condition is false, that indicates stack is full. In that case, we need to print overflow message to user by using system.out.println function. Then after writing a push method, then we need to write a pop method. Here also pop method is declared with void and public. Then once again we need to check a top position. So if top greater than or equal to 0, if this condition is true, that indicates the stack contains elements or array contains elements, so that we can pop elements from array. If this condition is true, in that case we need to write a statements to remove element from array or stack. Here we need to write statement to remove element from top of the stack. So first take the item from top of the stack, store that in variable item. So after storing the element in item, then we need to decrement at top. Therefore, here we used post decrement operation, top minus minus. First, copy the content to item, then decrement top position. So after that, we need to print the top. We need to print a popped item. So therefore, here use a system.out.println to print a popped element. Next, is else part. If this condition is false, that indicates the stack does not contains any element. Therefore, here we need to print underflow message for user. Then last operation we can perform on stock is display. Here display is declared with void and public, same as push and pop. Then inside display, once again we need to check top position. If top position is greater than or equal to 0, if this condition is true, means the stack contains elements. In that case, we can easily print elements present in the stack. Otherwise, we need to print no element present in the array or stack. So here first we'll write code to print elements in the stack. So first display one the basic information uh, to a user stack content are. Then after that we need to print elements from top to bottom. Therefore here consider I value to top. We need to print all elements from top position to I equal to 0. If I greater than or equal to 0, in that case we need to print element. We need to print all elements from top to 0 by using this for loop. Then next, else part. If this condition is false, that indicates no elements present in the stack. In that case, print a message no elements to user. Then close display function, then close class. So this about creation of members of stack, then methods of stack. Here we created three methods: display, push, and pop. Next, we need to create a main class. Here, main class is created by public class exp2. Here, file name and class name must be same. Therefore, here consider class name exp2. Then next, close the main class. Inside main class, we need to declare a main method that is declared by statement public static void main string args. Then close the main method. Inside main method, we need to create stack object to perform operations push, pop, and display. We need to create a stack object that is created by using statement a class name. Here class name is stack followed by object name s equal to new means we are creating new object. Therefore we are using a new keyword. Then next once again class name followed by opening bracket and closing bracket. So next, after creating object, then we need to initialize one variable ch for storing user choice. Then next, after initializing ch as integer, then next consider do while loop to run statements to read choice from users. Inside do while we need to specify choices. Before that, we need to print one statement for user that is a stack operations. After printing stack operations, then next print the available choices for users using system.out.println. The first choice is push, second one is pop, third one is display, fourth one is exit. Then next uh, ask user to enter a choice by using system.out.println statement. Then after that, we need to read choice from user. To read choice from user, we need a scanner object. So that here create a scanner object using a scanner statement. Here we need to use statement scanner followed by scanner object name, that equal to new scanner. Inside uh, scanner method, we need to specify system call system.in. Then next, after initializing a scanner object, by using that scanner object, we need to take a choice, an integer choice from user, then store that value in ch. Then based on ch value, we need to call the methods in stack clause. If user entered 1, in that case we need to call push. User entered 2, in that case we need to call pop. If user entered 3, in that case we need to call display. If user entered 4, in that case we need to terminate the process. So here to call the methods present in the stack clause, we are using a switch statement, switch a ch. The first option, the case 1. If a user entered 1, in that case ch match with 1. Immediately here we are calling push operation by using scanner object s. Then break statement. If user entered 2, in that case control moves to second case, means case 2. Here we are calling pop by using stack object yes. Then next is display, case 3. Here we are calling dis method present in the stack class by using a stack object s. Then break statement to terminate operation. Otherwise it will execute, means a switch statement will execute a default case. Here we are printing invalid choice for user. Then we need to write while statement, while ch not equal to 4. So this do while statement executes until user enter 4. Now save the file. Save the file. After saving the file, then click on run. Now here stack operations. First one push, second one pop, third one display, fourth one exit. Here I will type 1. The maximum size of the stack is 5. So first I will perform push operation, then I will perform a display operation. At the end I will perform pop operation. So 1, enter the element to be inserted 10. Next 1, enter the element to be inserted 20. Next once again 1, element 30. Once again 1, element 40. Once again I will select 1, element 50. Now once again I will select 1. We should get overflow message. So here we got overflow message. Then next I will type 3. Here stack content are 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. The top element is 50. Then after display, we will see next option 2, pop. 50 is popped. Once again I will type 2. 40 is popped. Now stack contains 3 elements, 30, 20, 10. Once again I will pop element from this stack. Popped item is 30. Then once again I will use 3. Now you can see the content of this stack is 20, 10. Then next, once again, I will select 2, pop one more element. The pop element is 20. Then once again, I will pop one more element by using option 2. The popped element is 10. Now once again, I will try to pop. In that case, I should get underflow. Yes, we got underflow message here. Underflow message here. Next, the fourth option, exit. Fourth option, exit. Here we performed all operations: push, pop, and display. So these are the operations related to stack. This is the Java program to demonstrate push, pop,